Tosin Olu, my very first person to join. Tosin Olu, as in Ngozi.ca. When we were preaching earlier on this morning, I wish this was how 580 people gathered to watch you. Tosin Olu, I don't know how you did it, but you were the first person to come online. Eh? Hey! Omo. Samaria Bob, come and see story. Ha! Omo. This matter don't they get, it don't they enter another gear now. Ah! All of us they chase clout for this industry, but now today I know say I get oga. So person if you using Papa chase clout. In Papa. Ha! Hey! I don't know my oga today. Oju baby, how are you doing? If you're watching on TikTok, double click the screen if you're watching on TikTok. Omo, from what you said, first of all, let me ask, shey you they post for him page? I mean another person. I want ask. Come, I don't want to drink sugar, so I drink 7-Up sugar free. Is it good? It's definitely better for sugar because it would not spike your blood sugar. But nurses and doctors, nutritionists in the house, please, is it good? Make una answer me, because this one is sugar free, 7-Up free. It tastes quite nice. Someone said it's not good. It's bad for you. Why is it bad? The one with sugar is bad. No, this one is 7-Up sugar free. No sugar. Contains 0 sugar. I'm telling you, look, I look my glasses, take read them. Wait. Because me, I'm just trying to stay away from sugar. I will wear my glasses and read that small print where they on top of them. I know they feel read them unless I wear glasses. My eye don't bad gone. Now too much Bible reading. I cause sodium, carbohydrate, sucrose 0 milligram, protein 0, fat 0, energy 1.1 kilocalorie, sodium 15 milligrams. The sodium is plenty though. Okay, contains aspartame. As in 0 carbohydrate, sucrose 0.0. There's no sugar. There's aspartame. Sugar-free additives are carcinogenic. We hear that all the time, but living in Nigeria is carcinogenic. You know how many people I know will get cancer? Someone said energy is sugar. Okay, so let's face the matter on the ground. I just say make I ask. No one say no drink them again. Don't trust them. 7-Up, yeah, come and clear yourself. They say I like the taste and I want to be drinking it, but people say it's not good. Does it really have sugar? Someone say only water is good, but we know if you drink water all the time. There's no sugar, say. Someone say if you like, avoid sugar. Sprite is okay. Sprite is not okay. It's sugar. What people don't need, let me tell you, water can be very annoying, very bland. I drink water. I drink a lot of water, but I've just had this in the house, and I drink Amstel Malta sugar-free. Fruit juice is worse than this. Fruit smoothie is okay. Fruit juice is sugar. People don't know. People think that fruits are actually very healthy. No. The only thing that is good about fruit is if you eat it, the fruit whole, and if you eat it in moderation. Don't let anybody, fruit juice is bad though. Because it takes many fruits to make the juice, and what you squeeze out of the fruit is just sugar. Natural juice is still bad. Watermelon is still okay. I want to say fruits are natural sugars when they are with their fiber. The moment you squeeze the fiber out of the fruit, you dey play with fire. Water is the best liquid for the body, but it can be very boring. Anyway, let's get back to the business that brought us here. If you're watching on TikTok, double click the screen. I'm looking for 50 money guns. Big shout out to my people on TikTok. Who is my number one gifter? Whoa, proud Isoko girl, my number one gifter. Who's my number two gifter? DIN. Oh yeah, I'm looking for my number one and my number two gifter. Let's make this happen. So, video came out today. And in the video, we had Pete Edochie. Judy kneeled down beside Pete Edochie. And Yul was there in the background. Apparently it was from a movie set. But Mofia catch me. I'm beginning to worry, as in, I'm sorry I'm asking this question, but since when has Pete, as Judy, or since when have, before my English goes scatter everywhere, since when have Judy and Yul been an item? This thing be like waiting one long go. In a movie set, Baba, when I tell you, say, my wife no fit act, say, I don't see him now. I don't see him now. When I tell you, say, my wife no fit act. Now, from movie, it takes start. Now, from movie, it takes start. Somebody said that if that was a movie. Even if it was a movie, now from movie it takes start. Okay, what we are seeing now is real life. It's no longer film trick. That one, Papa, if you allow your wife act, let me tell you something, Hey, ladies, you will hate me for today. Today, I'm not on your side. I'm on the guy's side. Guys, once you don't date woman, we don't dey nurse ambition, say she won't act. No break up with her, just find a replacement, edge her out. Let me tell you, when you break up with a girl, you stress yourself. Don't break up. Just edge her out. You fit date her for like 5 years. Then the day you see the one way you really like, will suit you, you just edge her. Don't make sure she no get beleo. So nothing will tie you now together. 2 weeks before your marriage to the real girl, just send her invite. Baba, wait till I teach you. Baba, I'm sorry, I'm teaching guys bad behavior. But what I now go do for, if I tell you, say, I don't want to make you act, and you go ahead and act, I'm not going to break up with you. I will just ease you out. Find your replacement. You know, say break up na stress. No need to break up. Just begin the come out. You go date the relationship, will see. You don't go just follow and fight. You don't go talk anything. What is wickedness? What is wickedness? Let me tell you, she will do me that wickedness inside the marriage. When you know, say marriage, they bring see finish. Someone said that was a movie clip. The father did not know. Hey. Someone says if they are not comfortable, they should part ways amicably. No need. I'm sorry, ladies, but I'm teaching guys how to be top G's. Just move on. Then one day, just come out shock for her leg. She go do all right. DJ Blaze just sent me a money gun. DJ Blaze, 2 back to back. 3 back-to-back money guns. Oh wow. 4 back-to-back money guns. This thing sweet, DJ Blaze. If you're watching on TikTok, double click the screen. Double click the screen. Double click the screen. Double click the screen. That's right. DJ Blaze, my number one gift. A big shout out to you on TikTok. If you're watching on Facebook, waiting at the column, you can buy my stars. If you're watching on YouTube, super chat, super stickers. Man. Omo, I have learned. You see, let me tell you something here. If I were to wear Yule's shoes, let me be selfish today and wear Yule's shoes. It's hard because he mess up, to be honest. Because if you marry a woman in the court, you cannot marry a second wife. Now, problem you define for yourself. But you see, this thing are very worrisome thing. Oh. Do you want to tell me that his family did not suspect? I don't even know what to believe again. So at what time did it go from a working relationship to a debe relationship? I sent Ada one movie yesterday. Oh. They say make the guy, then they act scene. Now so the guy climb on top the girl. Before you know it, something enter something. And I send them to Ada now. Otiwale director. Otiwale director. Baba, any guy any guy wait, I don't know waiting to say, man. As in, so they go bench your wife on top movie set. How you want to collect them? If they do my sister like that, I go dey embarrassed, or my daughter, let alone my wife. My pride. No, now. You know, but you see, that's in a Yoruba movie. Kilo wale just watch. I go send them to you. Just send me request. I go send them to you. You go see them. Chris Bassi, how you dey? Send me request. Chris Bassi. I am Chris Bassi. Let me say, somebody wants to share some light on this. I am Chris Bassi. Bashiri. G Louis sent me £10. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Big shout out. All right, so I've sent a request to Chris Bassi. Make we hear his own side of the story. Someone said that was a skit job. But whether that skit or reality, that skit look too real. Something go they enter something. Leave them. That thing was too real. Daddy Freeze, that nonsense you posted on a movie set. Why? As in, una no like you at all. Una don't even want make it be saying Papa even know. Una just want make you just suffer. Una no good though. Oh, I say nothing enter. Oh. That ta sound was there. That thing was real. Forget anything when anybody they tell you. Chris Bassi, I don't send you request. Oh, he say he want to talk about this you matter. I sent you a request. Make I call this guy. He say in no inside gist. So I won't bring the guy. Okay, because I'm not following him. Okay, make I follow him. If you know follow person, you know if you call that person, make it ring. Pete said they got to know on social media that he wasn't aware. Brother, I don't send you request.
me go outside and pick because there's network problem here. I'm in Finland, but let me go outside and pick.
Okay. Yusuf, send me request. Omo in saying Sabi the gist, so myself I want hear story. Now, so one of my boys called me today, say, Daddy Freeze, you told me that buying Rolex is a good investment. Say, I bought Rolex for $70,000. Now they are telling me $55,000. Now I bust laugh. We told you to buy Rolex. Did you sit down and wait to ask us which Rolex we told you to buy? You run, you jump, you go buy gold Rolex. They tell you, say, our gold Rolex get investment. As I'm looking at you, I'm on the queue. Over 1 year, I've been on the queue for stainless steel Daytona. That is Rolex. Let me tell you, if you want to invest in Rolexes, what is to buy? Left-handed GMT Master. Stainless steel. Leave gold. Gold is valuable when you buy it as a metal. When you buy it as watch, it not get value. Now stainless steel, now valuable for watch. Oh. Make people not mislead you. I bought my, let me tell you something here. I bought my Submariner stainless steel for $11,500 in 2012. Today, second hand is worth $30,000. I bought it then at 165 naira to $1. Less than 2 million naira. $30,000 today at 870 naira to $1. Don't even price it. Which property grew in Nigeria? Maybe abroad, but in Nigeria within that same period, I doubt it. Let me tell you what $30,000 is now. Let me do the mathematics for you. Times 870, 30,000 times 870, 26 million. I bought something 1.9 million, is worth 26 million today. How many houses and lands? It's like buying something of 190 million and it's now 2.6 billion. Or buying something for 19 million and it's now 260 million. Make una do the math. Which house you buy for 19 million? We worth 260 million today. Between 2012 and today. Make una know the lie given ourselves. We will tell you the truth how it is. So big shout out to you. Someone said here it is 885. It's even more than that. Can you imagine? So when people are telling you they bought watch, do they know which watch to buy? Let me tell you a story here. There's one watch, one Patek. It's called the Patek Nautilus Tiffany. It's sold for $50,000. If you can get it. On the black market, it's $2.something million. How are you, brother Chris Bassi? How are you doing?
I'm okay, sir.
You say you sabi you and Judy matter.
Okay, Daddy Freeze. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, oh Chris.
Okay, let me break one issue. Let me break one matter that I don't want to mention names. When you day in your 20s, you give girl belle, and it can't be your papa friend daughter you give belle, then force you marry him. No be from your mind. I don't mention name, but you understand where I'm coming from. So when man talk say, I know the girl papa and my friend, you supposed to get that point. So
I know they there, oh. In name like Chris.
I don't mention name. But you get where I'm coming from.
This thing where you talk, I don't hear anything. Network is a bit bad. What did you say again? Ha!
But that's the truth. That's the bitter truth. Anyway, let's not go into details.
Wow.
When Papa say there's support abortion, and you know the matter now. So
wow.
It is what it is.
Wow.
So in some cases where a man stand, in the cases where somebody say, I don't know, say my pikin they contest election, that's to tell you there's that closeness not today.
Do you know you one-on-one?
Why not? He knows me now. My name is Chris Bassi. He knows me now.
Judy in court, you know Judy one-on-one.
No, we're not close.
But what really happened? As in, I don't know.
I don't know. I just give you a little history.
Hey! I feel like offing the life and running away. Please, if you're watching on TikTok, double click the screen or double click the screen. TikTok people. Hey. This matter where you hear it, pass all of us. Hey. TikTok. TikTok. Don't turn TikTok timing bomb. Hey.
But that's the truth. That's the bitter truth. I know that 100%.
Wow. But
okay, Daddy Freeze, I'm your younger brother and I'm contesting for an election and you're not aware, outsiders. You heard it from outside. What does that imply?
I know one comment. Man, I can't say that Daddy Freeze mouth big past everybody mouth. You know, say me, I already get plenty enemy. Make I no Congo and Nollywood people join my enemy list too. I don't know anything. You know me, I don't know anything. I'm very ignorant. You see me?
Like
the only thing I know is Rolex and Bible. If it's Rolex now, I know. If it's Bible, I know. Any other thing, I don't know. Even this girl called Ojo, I don't even know her.
I don't know Daddy Freeze.
Hey, Ojo. How far? Share with the year updates.
Good afternoon, sir. This one choke. This one choke. That's why you said you wanted to off the live and run away. Me too. What's my ears head? Sir, can you repeat it one more time?
Please,
I don't talk with I know they fear. Nobody can fight me. Not truth. If they don't fight me, I did Finland.
When you repeat and finish, do like this, so I go say you don't repeat and finish, because I don't want to hear me. They no talk say I did there.
No, but that's just the truth. It's just the truth. Like I said, now person family issue, but you know, you married at the early age when you're in your early 20s, you know, still in school or just finished school. Like I said, let me use this context. Many marriages in Nigeria start from I don't carry belle.
Many. Myself, now final year we do me and my ex. Now I don't carry belle. So, I know they lie now.
If not be to bomb picking, some people no go marry.
As in, you no get clue. They don't bring food, come on. What food is this? Oh, do you know I've eaten catfish today? Catfish, pepper soup, and yam.
Wow.
I brought people. Let me blind your eye a little.
This is past 9 p.m. here.
I brought people. Make I show you.
Wow. You're enjoying your taste buds.
Hey, I go show Facebook people too.
Taste buds is just wow.
That is freeze. They make Nigeria they hungry me now.
Hey, then they brought some sauce for the spring roll.
They make Nigeria they hungry me.
Make I show Facebook people. Make it not be like say they follow them fight. Facebook people, make una see the catfish. Ha! Then sauce day for spring roll by the side. See the spring roll.
Now cats wait on to fish.
Baba, this one pass cat and a lion wait on to fish. Oh. YouTube, una self one see abi. I go show una. Make una no vex. Oh. Now taste buds market at the sell. Oh. See the catfish. And na boxers I just wear where I sit down.
My sister, where are you?
I'm in America.
So, okay. TikTok. Sorry, let me just show all of you. Make it not be like say, I they hold on from some of you now. Sometimes they send me request say want join my live. I tell you, say they find who go join me. Tell you this. See, just see them. Catfish and yam.
That the fish no go eat the fish for life, because if you eat that now, the thing no go digest for your belly or another person belly when they watch you go just digest.
Baba, make them digest. Because I want they chop the fish, so that I no go hear this thing where you want talk.
I not talk anything. I just make a statement. So
wait, sir. Let's get back. Why Daddy Freeze is eating? Are you trying to tell me it's your food chest? And you even mentioned your complete name.
Yeah, hello. Yeah.
And you said you know him one-on-one. Are you trying to
This
tell
is
me
my
that
name.
it's
I'm wearing my
because...
polo.
How may I help
This
you?
is my name.
Wow.
Chris Bassi.
Wow.
This is my name.
Yes, it is.
Are you related to Hilda Bassi by any chance? No?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
No. I'm from
No,
Cross
okay.
River. I think he's from Akwa Ibom.
Akwa Ibom,
Yeah,
she's
please send
from
me
Akwa Ibom.
send me a
Wow.
message. Send me a message.
So you're saying confirm
message, I
that
can't
that
talk.
is what happened. And you know this because you have known him for years, correct?
If you want to contribute, then you join live. Person call
I
my
know
personal phone.
this.
I think say that work. He tell me say he want to
We
contribute.
are colleagues.
Oju way you see then her phone, she phoned me.
See. The truth of the matter is, let me go back a little bit. You see, Nollywood, I took a break now for like, it's 3 months now. I've taken a break for like, I said I'm taking a break for 2 years now. I'm taking a break off Nollywood. We don't like ourselves. We don't like ourselves. We dey jealous of each other. Somebody only need you when they know they have something to get from you. We know the truth about 1 or 2 things, but many people choose to keep quiet. For me, Judy, when she was pregnant from day one, when she heavy, we know. So when they say born, it was news to other people, but it wasn't news to us that were in the industry. We knew.
Ha!
We know the belle, and I knew who I did before I left Nigeria. So I knew who I did. We know everything. So there are things many people will know.
Did
they
you
will
know
not
that
come
it was
out
you
to
that
say.
had the belly?
Daddy Freeze, Edochie has directed like 3 movies for Judy before then. So we know a lot of things. She's a producer.
Hey, so I want to ask you, how long ago, by your own opinion, do you think these people have been together? Opinion new.
It was visible from when she was 3-4 months pregnant.
No, I mean, how long do you think
it was visible? Edochie is a very private person. Let's just leave it at that.
Okay.
He's a very private
question
person.
will put me for trouble.
He's a very private person. There are a lot of people who are very private. What I mean private to the core. So when this one born, this one I ain't get belly, we just lie. Say we know all these gist now. So why is it a breaking news to people? So that is that. But like I said, and I'll still rephrase, and I'll still say again, if you give Pikin Bele when you are in your 20s, and you come from a very strict family, where they're ready to pay for your marriage to marry that person.
But why men to the
for you
women with no love,
Bele? I have a boy that used to work with me. He go give one girl Bele. If Papa say I should give this girl Bele, this girl will come live with you. Us. The food where you they chop, now the girl go they chop the food. The girl don't born dead house. So even they eat 3 times a day, the girl go chop 2, he go chop 1. So in some cases, I would say, man we don't pass 35, allow him do what he want to do. He know what they do.
Now the problem is the legal. You see, it's no longer about the guy.
And that the freeze, if you go legal now, they will bring tradition now.
Legal is superior to tradition.
Okay.
He can't win legally. I'm not a lawyer, I'm not a judge. Let me not say that. I don't think, in my humble opinion, that he can win legally.
Now, did you ask this question? The first marriage, they do court or not just church?
They do court. They do court. They do court.
If a man stand up and said that first one was duress or whatever, what will you say?
You cannot say that duress. Is he a child? You cannot say that. That won't work. Pepper soup too
Well,
sweet. Okay, we have Vera here. Vera, let's hear you.
Yeah, sorry. Let me on my light.
Okay, Vera. We're waiting.
somebody said, I know it knows Judy. It's just. That's it. Say no. Say if you the contest governor, you know people outside I hear them.
Good evening. Good evening.
They make.
Good evening, Vera. How far?
Sorry, Daddy Freeze. I want to ask this guy a question. He made one statement that Judy May was pregnant. That they forced you to marry.
No, I did not use false, so no go there.
He did not mention anybody's name.
Now wait till you talk.
No, I don't mention him.
Okay, you didn't say false. Okay, let me ask you, where, like, is it a crime for a lady to be pregnant and got married to? Okay, as year was 19 years, as you claim, they don't date for 16 years, Abi 18 years, Abi, if I'm not mistaken. Did they still force him to be with me? And they don't know how many
see, Daddy Freeze, you know when I started my statement, I did not mention name.
He did not mention name.
No, everybody knows who you are talking about. Even if you don't mention name, everybody knows who you are talking about. So
you said married for wait.
I didn't hear the
sorry,
my
man. You said married for how many years? You said married for how many years?
I was not there.
I heard you said 16 years, right?
You said how many years?
I thought you said 16 years.
No. You said something. I didn't mention years. You said something. Married for how many years?
I don't know how many years they are married. I saw in the comment section they said 16 years, but okay, even if it is 5 years, after me don't born picking when they were 18, 19, then they force you make it day with me. That's my question with you. Now I won't open say they still no love me or they force them. No, I need an answer to that because the way you are talking is like, maybe if I want to ask you one question, if someone got your sister pregnant, won't you allow that guy to marry your sister?
Now,
okay, let me say this openly.
There is a difference
let me answer you
now.
now. Sorry, sir. Let me say this publicly now. My late younger sister did not attend a traditional marriage because I was not in support of that marriage. So you asked the question, now let me answer you now. I was not in support of that marriage. I did not attend the traditional marriage. So I've just answered you now in a way.
Okay. Now what you are trying to tell the world, like that maybe you was not in support of him marrying me.
Oh my God. This lady,
Me, you said you are not going to mention name. Me, I will mention name because nobody fit come fight me. Nobody fit come beat me. We should not like justify evil. For the past 60 years that have been together, and now I want open see no love more or the first.
The subject in the matter you just mentioned now, I believe there was a tweet that said I will soon open up what happened, and you guys just wait.
No, he said it on Facebook. He posted on his Facebook page today that everybody will soon know the truth, that the father was aware that he got married to Judy.
No, he did not say that.
I followed him on Facebook.
He did not say that. He did not say that. That's he married to Joseph. He did not say that. Sometimes when you see some posts, also
but a man fucking up in his marriage is not. Sorry, you want to talk?
I'm not inside this conversation. Me, I just the chop fish.
Me, I don't talk so.
That is free. That's why they talk.
Sis, continue now. You were saying something.
Yeah, enjoying you, sis. Be saying your own.
Like, let us be truthful. For a man to misbehave in his marriage, he's not justifying anything. Like, I did not love her before. If you know you did not love this woman for long, you should have left the marriage. They not tie you, even if you were 19 years before, when they forced you to get married to her because she was pregnant. When the eye don't open inside marriage, you'll not be small picking now. You should have left the woman since, but you were still there, and she had 3 kids, 4 kids for you.
Sorry, my sister, what's your name?
I'm Vera.
No, the other lady.
Oju.
Oju. Oju.
Okay, Uju.
Yeah.
I can be in love with you and you're not in love with me. And we start dating. In some cases, it doesn't have to be the same volume. So sometimes I believe the more you spend time with someone, you try to probably you understand my point.
Wait, the breeze. I can't hear you. Like hearing
Yeah.
the wind.
Can you hear me?
This place is noisy.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
How do I put it? One or two situations happen, and you know African context, like context. Let me use that African context. Like, what would my people say? Or probably you don't like me, and I try to prove myself. Say, oh, with time you get used to me, and you start staying with me. We start dating, we get married, and things like that. And it might happen between me and you. And after some years, one or two things doesn't click.
Now,
And you come up that
I want to
age
say
of,
something here.
I am on my own. I want to listen.
I want to
this,
say something
this,
here. Can you mute so that they can hear me? Let me be honest. I don't know anything. I think I've only met you once in my life. It was at Obi Kubana's what is it called? Udogu Bitters launch. Yul was there. May was there. May followed me, and I kind of liked her. I had a soft spot for her. I just felt she was just a lovely girl. Now, I must also say that data, facts, emotions, and beliefs. Data and facts, emotions, and beliefs somewhere. We need to be able to do this. Marriage in Nigeria is not something you can walk out of. If you have, you see, abroad, we don't like ourselves, everybody goes their separate ways. In Nigeria, two families are tied together. And I'm going to be honest, 100% honest. If I'm not saying this is what happened in Yul and May's story, I don't know anything. I'm hearing this version for the first time, or something. Basi said he was not talking about them. He just made a statement. But I can share my own perspective here. I can tell you for free that if my ex was not pregnant, we would not have gotten married. I was 25 years old. Personally, I was 25 years old. I had no business getting married. She was 22 years old. We were poor. I was a radio presenter whose salary was 15,000 naira a month, and they just upgraded me to that 15k. I was earning 1,500 in Ibadan. That 15k, now when I moved come Lagos, I didn't have a house. I was staying with my uncle and my aunt in Ikoyi. After the wedding, she went to stay with my parents for about 8 months before Cool FM decided to bless me with a small apartment in Dolphin Estate. That's when I could bring her over. So I can tell you for free, I had it rough, and we had it rough. Now, what we thought was love on campus in the university, when real life setting, we did not have either the maturity or the finances to sustain it. Before you know it, we're at loggerheads. I was behaving badly. Her mouth was very sharp. Man way not to behave well. Then you get woman way mouth sharp. It was recipe for disaster. 5 years later, there was nothing left. We're just cohabiting. So I understand the scenario when they say, I'm not saying this what happened with Yul and Judy, but you see, I understand that sin, because a lot of people are saying, you marry. Do you think it's easy to? First of all, you've married. They laugh. I remember when I went to share my wedding invite in my office. They were laughing at me. They said, you are how old again? I said, I'm 25. They said, you want to marry? Haha, they laughed. They laughed. My elders then, who were in their 30s, had not yet married. One of my bosses then was 35, 10 years older than me. He looked at me and thought I was mad. But we married. You understand? And the moment we married, you cannot just decide that you're not marrying again. You also have something to prove. You're trying to prove people wrong, even though you know that it's not going to. So you are complicating your situation, and it keeps getting worse. I'm not saying this is what happened, though. I'm just touching on the point that lady raised, that if somebody did not love somebody and they found themselves married, why didn't you leave? Nigerian marriage is not easy to leave. I tell you the truth today, if my ex did not pack her bag and leave that marriage, we will still be there beating ourselves. God gave her the wisdom one day to get up and pack her bag. And guess what? Everybody who helped her pack her belongings, I fought all of them for years. Until one day I sat down and thought about it. I come, why am I fighting these people? If nobody said they help and pack her stuff, we will still stay inside that mess. So you need to understand that. You need to understand that. Look at Charles and Diana. Charles, as beautiful, as wonderful as Diana was. Papa, you know, see Camilla, we old passing mama. You don't see as Camilla be. Diana fine, so tay. Diana na taste buds role model. If taste buds won't wear clothes, she go say, would Diana have worn this? I swear. Princess Diana. Now role model, as in everybody, she was spectacularly beautiful. Charlie no send them. Die Mama Camilla. Now where I dey? So I'm not saying this is the scenario. I'm just reacting to that pepper soup gets more pepper. I'm just reacting to what that other lady Vera was saying, that I will never justify what you did to me. Read my lips. With May, he messed up big time. But you see, I also advise people, don't let your parents push you inside waiting big past you. You get some things where you're never ready for. Know thyself. Now where I fit talk reach before I enter trouble be that. Oju, over to you.
Daddy Freeze, you hit the nail on the head. I wish this young man, earlier on, he was trying to ask me a question. I wish he finished because I wanted to rebuttal. Okay. I wanted to answer your narrative. Go ahead.
Okay. See, there is this thing, you can be dating somebody for 2 years or 3 years, but you are not as close as people who date for just 2 months. Why? Those people who date for 2 months, they spent enough time together compared to you dating for 2 years that you see each other only once a week. What am I to say? You might have a working partner or working relationship with someone, and the more you guys see each other frequently, probably you share 1 or 2 emotional stories together. There is every tendency that there will be, how do I put it? There will be something intimate among the two of you, as long as you guys are single. Like you spend a month with someone indoors, you get to know that person more than the person you see once a week and you're dating for a year. Now, in an entertainment industry, music and movie, you see most people who they are always on the same set every now and then. They are always close than, oh, me and this person we see only once in 3 months on set. And having such closeness for two opposite sex partners, opposite sex people, anything can happen. That's why you see some people date for only 2 months. After 2 months, they don't marry. Why you see some people date 5 years, they never marry? Because in some cases, that 2 months where those people spend together, see, when you spend a month and two with somebody, you don't know where that thing they go. If you know say no go far, you just want to stay there. Pending when you see something new, you come out, go enter that something new. But you don't want to leave to just be hanging on the road.
But does that justify his actions? Does that justify you getting someone pregnant and staying in the relationship and then going on to cheat and all this turning into a whole muhaha? Does that justify it?
I want to ask you a
trying
question,
to get where you're going.
Did they say anybody cheated?
Sorry. Fine. Say waiting. I'm not supposed to. Yes, Daddy, please go ahead.
What I wanted to say was, if he let me play devil's advocate here. If he truly did not value the marriage, as a Nigerian, how do you leave a marriage? It's almost impossible.
Daddy Freeze, every Nigerian man has this mentality, say, I have the right to marry more than one wife.
Yes, now. And that's what I tried to explain to them the other day, that look, the moment you marry person for altar, you don't get that right again, no. The moment you don't marry somebody for court or for church, that right no exist again. Sure you get. But that's the thing, they will not hear and they will not understand. So it becomes very tough. Oju, over to you.
Daddy, please.
Over to you, man.
You said, how do you leave? Wouldn't you call family members? Wouldn't you have a meeting? Wouldn't you
as
say,
an
look,
Igbo
I fell
man,
out of
no
love
family will listen to you
woman.
that you want to leave marriage as an Igbo man.
But why? But why not? Like, why? Why is it tribalistic? Why is it just as an Igbo man? The Igbo man is, a human being. Doesn't he have feelings?
No.
He's no longer
you see, what I'm trying to say is, in some cultures, divorce is easier.
Can I say something?
In Yoruba, for instance, it's easier to get a divorce. Igbo is not easy. Igbo kwenu, maybe I said something wrong. Make una correct me, I beg. Na beg adi beg una.
Can I say something, sir?
Go ahead.
How do I put it? Man and woman, where they in love, married or not married. There are some people, if you like, talk, say fire, na him they there, they no go answer. Make that fire burn them before they know say na fire did it. They won't go there to the end. So it happens to some ladies, you feel love one guy, your friends go discourage you, don't marry this guy, no love this guy. You go say na lie, yo. Make you say wicked, let him be wicked to me before I will believe that you say he's wicked. So what am I to say is that you cannot advise anybody where don't make decision on what he want to do. In Africa, there are a lot of people that can do away with family for their own happiness. Self-happiness, let me use that word. And there are some people that...
Hello?
Family
Your Nollywood sister where I bring come give you.
Afara.
Bansi, I dey cost your life. See,
What I do?
small head. See, because you don't go pull and now you talk anyhow for dear shit. See your head.
Where you there?
And there, America. Daddy, please, no mind us. Nah, we don't work tire. Me and this one. No mind us. Ojuafa. Daddy, please, no mind this one.
Oju, me and you two don't work tire.
Don't mind Basi. Basi just a yarn anyhow. I don't cost our time for the comment section now.
I don't even see self. To say I say I follow.
No, Nzu. You see, the problem we have as Nigerians is we're handling this matter in a very sentimental manner. And we are not getting to the bottom of the issue. Please, if you're watching on TikTok, double-click my screen, double-click my screen. Double-click my screen. Where are my money guns? Where are my money guns? Why I talk anymore? Where are my money guns? Who's my number one gifter? Big shout out to Athena Victoria. Athena Victoria. Big shout out to you. Thank you so much. Double click my screen. I'm looking for, yes, DJ Blaze. That's so nice of you, DJ Blaze. DJ Blaze is back to my number one gifter. If I check correctly, DJ Blaze. That's right, my number one gifter. Big shout out to him. Big shout out to him. So, Unzu, you see, we need to. It's very easy for us to blame you. What he did was wrong. Don't get me wrong. But there could have been something that set him up for what happened.
Do you think so?
Huh?
I don't think so.
Because you can't just walk out. You see, let's be honest with ourselves.
No, I don't think so.
You can't just walk out of a marriage.
So.
Nobody will walk out of a marriage unless there's something wrong somewhere.
I mean, no harm to anybody, but Judy is not even the first case. Judy is not even the other girl. I think after him and Judy's news came up, the ex-girlfriend, she died. Yeah, she died.
Yeah. Where you?
Okay. The thing is that I don't even care about whatever any man does. The only problem Nigerians are having with Yo right now is the way he's going about it. That's all. See, you can take a second wife if you want to take a second wife, but respect the first wife. Like I always tell people, my grandpa had 8 wives. I don't see anybody fight for one day. He respects everybody. He built house for everybody. At least the other ones, they welcomed it. Like if they want to marry new wife, he go welcome the new one. The old one go welcome the new one. Like, okay, my grandpa was the only son, and that time, old age, at that time, they marry for people. So they come, if Papa and Mama come marry one old woman for her. So, like, just like this way they talk now, say they marry you for me for you. Come like the woman again.
Nobody said that to Unzu before they come and hold us.
Wait, see, nobody say they talk. Okay, fine. Okay, nobody said
it. Me I'm
talking about my grandpa. I'm talking about my grandpa now. What he did was that he had to go to that his first wife. He went to her for permission to get the second one. She was actually the one that got the second wife for my grandpa. There was an understanding. You don't just take a woman on her way.
Who married old woman for your? Why did they marry an old man for your?
I don't know, man. All those relationship things they used to do those days. I think Asians still do it. They'll just, your parents will choose wife for you and all those things. So they did it for my grandpa, and he didn't like the woman. And he had to get someone fresher, and the wife helped him to get the woman, and everybody lived happily. You understand? So you have to get the permission of the first wife first before anything. It's not easy now. See, we can't share with women. It's not that easy for us. And
it is easy for a woman to seduce a man, but it's very difficult for a man to seduce a woman. It's a proverb.
That's true. That's very, very true. Very, very true.
It's easy for a woman to say, I don't want you with your 10 billion. But it's hard for man not to knock woman. When the woman say, I must knock this man.
Maybe just code the language because of all these Facebook people and YouTube.
That's why I use knock.
I get you.
So that is, I don't think Nigerians have problem with him. Like I keep saying it. The problem is the way he's going about it. I think that's
the ways
or the way he's handling it.
That's the way make una dey talk.
The way he's handling it, it's somehow. It's just not. It's not nice. It's painful.
Now,
I mean,
let's talk about Yule. How was Yule in Nollywood? At least the two of you did Nollywood with him. How was he? Is he known?
I think you came as a director.
Said it before.
You came as a director.
He's a very private person. He's a very, very private person. Even those days, he was always very private. But you know, say Nollywood, leg where they do for eye where they do for this. So it's not my even when you think people are not seeing you, people are seeing you, but they just try to mind their business. He was a very private person though. That was why it was as if everybody just turned on him. Like he just did it and people were like, God. They didn't expect that from him. So I think that's just the main problem. He was a very private person. I didn't know this part of him, for real. I didn't know that part. I think it boils out to what they said. I can never know person finish. They know the new person finish.
You offended me. There's no way you can say it.
No. The way he's going about it is just. And imagine your father-in-law coming out or to talk about it. Like everybody is vouching for this person. Like, this person is a good person. This person is a good person. Obviously, she's a good person. I never met her before, but it's so obvious that she's a good person.
But he himself never said the woman is a bad person.
But if a woman, at least forget conscience small, treat them well, small. You know, can't they embarrass woman like that now? Okay, more leave me. What about the kids? Internet know they lie. These things will be there forever. And these kids will grow up and see it. How do you want them to see their dad? They will never respect their dad. And see, the first girl is grown. The first girl, she's grown. Very beautiful girl. She's so grown. And you don't expect her to just sit down and just watch. And you can see from the girl that she's not happy. But you don't expect people to come up. Come on. See, but now I invest. I said I won't throw you slap from where I did for back that time. Say,
babe, see my hand. You're supposed to code. See my hand.
I didn't see you.
You don't code with that.
I didn't see you for real. The guy hot. He hot me, hot the whole Nigeria self join. Because he was always sampling her now. At the place, what they talk that Odogu bitters lunch where we go. And then they sample the woman now. Then a few weeks later, we can't see Basbos again. I mean,
now Kubana first call. I see Obi. What's going on? You understand? I say.
Make I follow you. Self before
you know, I called Obi Kubana was the first person I called. I said, are you seeing this thing? He said, I ain't seeing say his wife was almost in tears. Because everybody likes me. You see, men are like Diana. Maybe everybody like him, but you will not like him. I don't know. I'm just trying to wrap my head around.
Hey, but if you don't like woman, why hold woman down for that long? I know say yes.
That is our culture.
Which culture need?
Let me tell you something. You are Igbo. You are Igbo, man. You are Igbo. If you live in Nigeria, can you just walk out of a marriage? Can you just walk out of a marriage?
Why don't go walk out? So man, I go walk out. Oh.
Now lie. You know, easy to walk out of marriage.
Daddy Free, she's Igbo, and you said it's the Igbo people. So she said she will walk out. Igbo or not?
Baba, this one America Igbo. This one America Igbo. Now America Igbo be this one now.
To tell me.
Babe, make I counter you for that talk where you talk. You know that you in particular, you they respect your seniors them. You they respect your seniors. And you are one person where if they tell you say I go call this your brother, you don't fear. So I want to walk out.
See, now why I tell my people say any day where I marry, I don't marry. Now why they look well? I won't look well first. I they look very well first. I don't want story. Because I don't say once I don't enter, now I don't enter. My mama said no go agree. I don't say that one naturally. So now why I they take my time? But at the same
But
time,
you just talk and now say your mama no go agree. As your mama no go
when
agree.
man they treat me bad, when man don't do something bad, my mama no go talk to me. She go just say that's way go make you happy, they go. Not when person don't they stress you for the marriage. And I say in the name of marriage, no one go anywhere. And if we need to change this culture thing, no.
We need to 100%. But you see,
People are dying of
it's
depression.
not easy to be under these cultures. It's not easy.
And now women they suffer and pass. Now Nigerian women they suffer and pass. Now you make once anyone japa like this, they don't throw away the husband inside got tapion. Because
big shout out to Adina Victoria. That's my #1 gifter on TikTok. Big shout out to Faith Garnett. Oh yeah, follow Adina Victoria. Everybody, that's my #1 gifter. DJ Blaze is my #2 gifter. Chasing Athena. So tight. Double click the screen if you're watching on TikTok. Double click. I'm looking for my #1 gifter. I did hear you.
There are some issues. People only see the surface. They don't see the inside.
You see, one thing that I'll always say, I love May very much. She's a sweetheart.
I love May. I love May.
She's a sweetheart. You know what I'm talking about.
You can tell.
She's a sweetheart. That you can never, ever deny. She's a darling. You get what they talk?
Yes. For everybody to be saying it, it's obvious now. Like, people can't be lying. Everybody around her says it. Everybody that comes across, comes in contact with her or that have done something, done any business with her, they always complain that she's a very good person. They always say that she's very nice.
She's a lovable person. You can never take that from her. She's a lovable person. And she's beautiful too.
Yeah, oh no, that one, eh?
She's a beautiful person. I just feel so bad. You know, say this life, you get the way this life they play out. Sometimes you know go plan, you go just play you game where you no expect. Now so life they be.
Charlie Freeze, bad things happen to good people.
100%.
Always.
100%.
Then you see bad people enjoying the good things of life. Like you be like, how? How is it happening?
100%. But you see, in all we're saying, can we have a little bit of mercy on Yule instead of making him feel and look like the devil? Because whether we like it or not, marriage is an institution between two willing people. If one of the parties is not willing, can we call it a marriage? If one of the parties' hearts, they're outside, is that still really a marriage?
But you know, in a way, it's not a marriage. But for me, the person I'm even having problem with is the woman, the second woman, because obviously, you know, these people, they already have a family. Why you choke her inside there?
Everybody, women do that. Let's not start with
now
her.
Women, they do. Now women walk. Now you they shout about
women's fault. Women do that.
Why we they hurt each other like? Why woman they do woman like this? Why we
exactly? Now the question where we supposed to ask that.
You know, say this woman. You know, say you go wreck her life forever.
To cut the long story short, they say the problem of a woman is her fellow woman.
Right.
150%.
Because that's the way she do, eh? That's the way she do. Not be even the adults now she do the thing. Now the kids. The trauma.
I know they believe that, Sha. I know they believe that. You see, we Nigerians, we try to make marriage about the kids. So we find we have a lot of people that stay in bad places because of children.
That is freeze. That is why you remember the first statement I made. I said, if not before Pekin, many people no go marry today.
Yes, now. And at the end of the day, marrying bad marriage because you want to stay with children. Now problem it they cause in the long run. Now problem bad marriage they cause, even if you do it for the right reasons, it they cause problem. But people don't like to hear this. That's the sad reality of our situation.
That's true. That's
Some will
true.
say women supposed to see women as scam.
Womanhood na scam. Oh.
No.
Womanhood.
That is why if you see a lot of ladies in their 40s today that are not married, majority of them don't get picking when they were in their 20s, so they don't need a man. They don't need marriage.
I beg everybody need man, they leave all those stuff.
They need a man, but they don't need marriage.
Let me ask
that's
you,
Unzu,
what do you need a man for? What do you want with a man?
Hey God,
Daddy Freeze.
Just ask that.
What?
I
just want to know what women
need.
Daddy Freeze, you get my point?
Yeah.
What are you
get
saying?
my point?
Everybody loves love. You want to be loved. You want to be cared for. You want to be taken care of. Sometimes
now, when you are in a marriage and that love is absent, what do you do?
That's why I told you guys, once that love is no longer there, I will take a walk.
Listen, in Nigeria, I guarantee you cannot take a walk. Forget this thing you are saying. You cannot take a walk. You can take a walk if they beat you. You can take a walk if you give person belle. That say you no love person again. They're not going to give you divorce. George will not give you divorce.
To go where? To go where? After how many children?
George will not even give you divorce. Did you not read about Ubi Franklin's case? He and his ex-wife used to walk into the court and gist and sit down together. The judge said people are not ready for a divorce and struck out the case.
I know a lady. She's comfortable. She's well-to-do financially. She did Nigeria. She did okay. You know what she talk? She never born. She said if she don't ready to born, she go just go club, go find one random man, where go carry her. She go sleep with her, whatever. She go just take in. She no go collect number from the guy. He no go want the guy number. When she do say she do ovulate, she go take in. If she born that piggy, say where my papa say I don't know where your papa dey.
She no go carry
because she believes say
she won't go by herself with her own money.
No, she believes say she don't get enough money that any man will come close to her, they follow her because of her money.
Not be money, they make person follow.
Well, if she has enough of money, she will go the right channel. You can't just go sleep with a random person.
Exactly.
The DNA.
That is our own mental. That is our own mental. That is our own mentality.
Go to a sperm bank and get.
You get a sperm from the sperm bank.
Exactly.
This is like a 6 years ago issue. So I don't know. Maybe this sperm whatever orientation. Now the exposure about it.
Don't say S donor, just leave it so that these people no go give me wahala. They don't get sense as they see this.
You understand? So there are some people like that, and there are some ladies. I know some where they don't get. They had kids before they were 23, 24. They are single mom. You understand? And at early 40s, they are okay financially and otherwise. And they say, I don't need to marry again. I get pick. I won't come marry when my picking are 15 years. I beg, let me just. If I want man, I just go do it I want to come back. Say go enter church, marry. When they say I be this person husband, no. Some ladies want that free time. May they come on flex.
Now,
they don't get the where they want.
When age don't they come, they go they cry. They find
comfort. When age don't they come, then get picking. When the age don't too go, they get grab
picking. They live your own life, go live in life. Come follow you, sit down for house because you be mama, be papa.
That is where, babe. That is where you go see where mother-in-law they control picking. They want control in Peking family because he believes say this Peking don't grow. This Peking go live and go marry another man, or the now boy Peking go live and go marry girl. He will call the love now. He go they share the love of his mama and a new family. You see, that is where some people always have issues with mother-in-laws, especially mothers-in-law who are single mother-in-law.
I go leave you go.
Uju, am I making point?
You're making a point though.
I understand what you're saying.
We understand you. It's not fair. You're trying to just tie that person down. It's not fair now. Go find one man who go love you, they go. Now
you go come see mama want to control his son. Which woman he go follow? Which woman he no go follow? Now that kind of mama go they see, go they call the son. Now my husband be this. Now my main husband be this. There's meaning to that statement.
Eri buruku. Marry your mama or make you give your mama belle.
No, not like marry, say they sleep with her, but you know, she wants your presence around her to feel that, okay, this is my son, this is my blood, not my blood, so I won't sleep with. That's okay. Something in me is here. So there are a lot. And there are a lot of men who don't born picking when they were in their 20s. They just like, I beg, I don't need them again, I beg. I don't need to marry again, I beg.
And you go find person where today your league, where just they find company. They plenty. They just no one. They no one get married to anybody, but they just want someone that will keep them company. They will have someone to talk to, someone that will care for them. Sometimes
that is why for America, you go see where they don't old reach one age, that they carry them go elderly home. Because the pikin no send them again.
I like this guy.
Pikin no send them again. You are mom, you are becoming a stress. You are stressing me. You are stressing me. You can't stay with me. Come and go to elderly home. Go stay there.
Lord have mercy.
They even walk.
Am I lying?
You're right. You're right. Till they reach hospice and go from there.
Yeah.
You're right.
They work for the money, their retirement money.
Now, out of anger, say their pikin do them this thing, they don't like their pikin, they will call the will property or whatever to strangers.
No, but I think it's we Africans that do all these ones where they talk. I
like Oyibo they do them. Oyibo that they will property to strangers pass.
Okay, yes. Willing of properties, that one. Well, this
because their pikin don't abandon them when they're old. Why? Because pikin no one stress.
This Basimat's no good. Hey, Basi, your mouth's no good.
The truth is bitter. We know they like to accept the truth. That ain't be the problem.
So
1 year lie.
We won't hear lie. They sweet us for body well.
But when person talk through, everybody go to attack up, saying that this person is a useless person. But they say the truth is bitter. But it has to be told.
And if you talk that truth, now wahala you they find.
People just want make you talk the one where they want hear, not the one where they don't want hear.
Standard.
Last, wait till I want to talk my own. Be say, Africa, we need mental evaluation because they affect everything we they do. The trauma where we don't pass through for Africa, they affect everything we they do. Our friendship, our livelihood.
God bless Africa. God bless Nigeria. Hey. Imagine snow begin fall for Nigeria now. You know how many people go die?
Why they go die?
Pneumonia. Cold go enter people. Ordinary this small harmattan, people they sick.
Why the same people go die?
Snow they fall for just now. We never die.
You know they fall low. Now hello, they don't get snow.
Snow they fall for just.
I see a snow be this for just. Oh my God. Marriage. Sir, Mr. Bassi, I'm sorry, are you married?
No.
That silence was too long before the no.
It's very long.
Mr. Bassi, waiting happen, no?
I have to be very honest.
Okay.
I am not married. Hopefully soon.
Were you married before at any stage?
I've been engaged twice, but I've never been married.
Okay, now you be Lord of the
Twice,
Rings.
and you call it off.
I didn't call it off. She called it off. She said she doesn't want to have kids.
Twice? To the same person?
No, these Canadian people are the behave sometimes. She said she don't want born again.
Person, to the same woman.
Okay, that means say she don't born before.
She never born. She said once she reached 30 years, she don't want born again.
So why you no give her the belly before she reached 30 years?
No, we met when she was that age, kind of.
Oh.
So because she don't reach 30, she don't want like she don't want born.
You know now, you know what I'm saying now. You know this Oyibo girls 25 years say they don't want marry, they don't want born.
Why you pass where your eye dey like this? Why they find Oyibo? Why not go?
No, I just give you example. I know they found Oyibo. I just give you example.
Okay.
I'll give you example.
You don't say Sabi, you get bad mouth. And you Sabi.
I never married.
Woman we go understand.
And I don't wish to marry. I don't wish to marry Oyibo. Let me say it publicly. I don't wish to marry Oyibo. But make our women self try to bring their eyes calm down.
Waiting do Oyibo. Why you say you don't want to marry Oyibo?
I no wish. I no wish, but if it happens, let me say one thing. You can always say, I want to marry a pilot. I want to marry a pilot. You end up marrying a driver. I want to marry a banker. You end up falling in love with a mechanic. It happens. I like tall guys. I like 6-pack guys. But you go end up marrying the one who gets 0 pack.
No go that tall side though. No go that tall side though. Hello.
No, I'm giving you an example. So you fit say, I like short guys.
Sure like guy we no tall.
Maybe you can't be saying that the tall guys go come and break your heart pass. The short one no come break your heart.
Try.
Hey.
So in a lot of cases, we end up falling in love with people we don't even expect to fall in love with. So you get my point now. What are you thinking, Uju?
I'm thinking of loneliness, especially in the abroad. Loneliness can cause a lot of things, or heart attacks, high blood pressure.
Yeah, that's the problem. That the freeze, do you know what I want to say now? That's the problem in the Western world. Because you don't go see even black woman for road or white toast them. Everybody relationship in the Western world na internet. She don't laugh. Everybody relationship na internet. No be for Africa where you go meet my friend sister, my friend paddy, this, that. You na meet for church or na meet for family gathering. So that loneliness now, like they make many people go just out of say I dey lonely, just go love who they no supposed love. And now they now feel they are emotionally in love. To me, we have 3 types of love: sentiment, fantasy, and emotional.
Love, definer.
But you don't use your
sentiment. No, let me say that sentiment. That different. Tell me if I'm wrong. Sentiment is you love this guy because of the money when he gets. You say, let me endure, let me follow him. You want to follow him. Fantasy is because of the way in they do the thing. Hey, nobody don't knock the nail where it's supposed to hit. That thing make your head a turn. As a woman, you turn, you say, no, this guy, even if he break my heart 100 times, I'll go back to him. Nobody, they hit the nail like this guy. That's fantasy. Or I like the way they do 360. The emotional is the one that comes from your heart. You know, yes, I'm deeply in love with this guy. This guy makes me laugh. This guy makes me smile. This guy gives me reason to feel relaxed.
In that
this guy is cool. This guy is nice. That the freeze, are they wrong? With the 3 definition.
You know me, I don't know anything, no.
I
don't know anything, no. Before they come join me inside this roga where they go carry this night. I don't find myself on Insta blog.
It still boils down to sentiment. That first statement I made. Let's revert back. If you could. So
you too like code. That's
I too like code though.
No. I want to say something, yeah. It also looks like right now, May is on a path of revenge.
Revenge?
I don't know, should I say revenge? I'm trying to choose my words. If Yul is not careful, he might never see his kids, as in there will be a big gap between. Baba, I don't know how to advise this matter. The matter don't decay too much.
One thing I will say is fear will know they talk.
I swear to God.
That's true.
Fear will know they talk.
Ha! If you're watching on TikTok, double click the screen. I'm very tired. Make I just hail my TikTok people. Who's my number one gifter on TikTok?
Don't chop the person finish.
To sleep like when they catch me now. Big shout out to my number one gifter, Athena Victoria. My number 2 gifter, DJ Blaze. Remy, let me bring Remy. Oju.
Let me go, Daddy Free.
No, let me go. I have a meeting.
Go.
Me too, I have meeting.
You don't have any meeting. Oju, you don't have any meeting.
No, honestly, Daddy Free.
Who are you meeting at the poolside? You don't run.
Oh my
She
God.
has a date. She has a date. Not meeting.
Daddy Free, it was nice having me. Bye, guys. I love you all. Bye.
All right, sir.
No go.
Okay.
I just want to bring Remy. Make I bring woman here. Make I hear their view. Fear who know they talk. Oh.
Fear who know they talk.
Remy, where are you? I don't send you request to. I want to hear other women's views.
Anyway,
Atlanta, they run into streets.
Chief already said that I love this girl because the father is my friend. So that means they were family bond between the two families before then.
100%. 100%. I want to bring a woman or other women. Now, women mouth, I won't hear here. Someone said, bring Blessing CEO. Okay, I don't bring person here. Someone said, what if you never really loved me? I've tried to think about that, but nobody wants to hear it. Nobody wants to hear it. If you're watching on YouTube, I'm seeing your comments, but I'm not going to read them unless you buy my super chat or super stickers. Sama baby. Hotness package. Well, yeah, let's hear from you. What is your take? Hey, Biere.
I'm trying to flip my camera.
Hi, Daddy. This your glasses are fine, though.
Yes.
Oh yeah, let me hear you.
My internet. Daddy Freeze, this issue, I try not to talk about it because it's celebrity stuff. I try not to get involved. But the truth is, Mr. Man, I don't know him. He doesn't know me. So maybe I can talk a bit. This is my opinion. I think he should have gotten a divorce first. And anything we're saying here, all our speculations are just that, speculations. She's an adult. He should take responsibility for his actions. So he has impregnated another woman out of wedlock. But he feels fit to take responsibility by bringing in a second wife. It does not mean his wife will not now do what she wants. She's going to do it. So she's going to leave. And he should be ready for that. That's coming with it. That's what adulthood is. Be ready for the consequences. So if people are insulting you, don't cry. Take it. Take it. That's my opinion. And then him dancing. Oh, yes, this is another opinion. Him constantly dancing and disgracing his lineage. Because this is even beyond his children. Like, you can imagine his grandchildren looking at their grandfather. His great-grand. Do you know how proud I am sometimes when my father talks about his grandfather? Now imagine my father telling me his grandfather used to dance like a headless chicken on the internet. Do you know? That's a whole lineage of shame. Now, I don't know him. This is my opinion. Good on him.
But, Samaria, what is your take?
Daddy Freeze, was it you that shared that video? Let's be real.
It was on his page. We don't know who shared it, but it was on his page.
And it's on his page page as a recent post or bloggers? Because I know bloggers are good at bringing up something that happened 30 years ago.
Let me go to his
make
page.
it start trending.
Let me go to his page on YouTube.
Please check.
It's on his page. It was dropped 11 hours ago. 521,000 views.
And what we don't know is if he's the one that manages his page or someone else too. Because if he actually shared that post, then something is mentally wrong with him. I'm sorry to use that word. I don't think any person that is normal would do a thing like that with what is going on right now. Unless someone is managing his page without his consent. But if he did really share that video of his father, trying to make that presentation, then something is wrong somewhere. There's more to what we don't know about. Because I can't see why people are, saying something about a behavior or something that is wrong. And there you go, see it and trying to make pain out of it. But, the truth, you reason it now. We are here. Everyone here can answer for themselves. Let's be real with ourselves. If this is what is going on, and we all know this is what is going on, and there you go, sharing an old video of what happened, trying to make it look like the person in question is, kind of welcome. That doesn't make a lot of sense. It means something is going wrong.
That video you saw is a production.
That's one reason why I think it's wrong. Because that's why, first of all, like we just said, that was an act. That was from a movie set. So
that's a movie set,
in the past, trying to bring it into the present. Yeah, bringing it into the present means that person is not acting right. Something is wrong somewhere. Unless he's not aware of that. That's just
what if they're trying to promote that movie?
A movie that was shot how long ago? Out of a sudden, he just decided to come out from nowhere. Who owns the movie? Who owns the movie? Let's ask.
That's the producer kneeling down on the video.
Do you know that wait? He must have been had to uploaded the video. Because no man in his rightful mind would see the situation at stake. And there you go, trying to portray. What point are you trying to make?
So Judy is a producer.
100%, yes.
Then she's the one handling the account. And you know what my gender can do? We are quick to, once a man is that weak, what I mean weak is in a sense that when a man is so much into us or love us, we tend to take advantage of the situation. Okay? In other words, there's possibility that she deliberately made the upload, to justify and to validate herself. And that thing is a sign of Scosco. For real. That's just all I can say that it frees.
Hey, I want to see somebody else.
Somebody was asking earlier that why are we talking about the children? Let's get there first. I don't know about you. I don't want to call the person's name, but do you not look up to your father? You're somebody. Don't you look up to your father? Actually, let me ask everybody here. Have you at any point, if your father is or was alive while you were growing up, did you look up to your father in some way?
Okay, let me come in now. No matter how picking bad rich, in mama go love her. I go take close to her.
That's true. That's for a fact.
It's very rare, except the mama no grow with that picking. It's very rare to see a son loving the father more than the mother.
No, not loving the father. Looking.
There's the word being close. Let me use the word being close. Sorry, being close. There are some people who naturally feel. I said some people who naturally feel that. I beg, this man want to impose this thing on me. This man want to do this. I beg, man, keep my distance.
Can I come in? I come in? See, what you just said is a father, or my father is not a role model. That's right there. Is the essence of what I'm talking about. You have to look at the core of what I'm trying to say. So it's not whether your father was good or bad. It is whether you were able to actually look at this person as a figure of, mentorship. So whether it's good or bad, knowing that you have a quote-unquote bad father
and being disappointed in that is a feeling, right? So the core is you want to have a father you can look up to. Everybody does. Everybody does. And if your father is not keeping up to that standard, that's a huge disappointment on any child. Right? I'm lucky enough to say my father did meet some standards. So I'm very proud of my father.
Some people, let me ask you a question, because I've been down this road before. Hold on. I've been down this road before. A woman, my mom and my dad were having issues at a point. My mom never set me against my father, ever. No matter what my dad did the same thing you did. We woke up one day to find out that he had a wife and 3 children. My mother still did not set us up against him.
But how did you feel about your father on your own independent?
At that time, I felt very disappointed. I didn't talk to him for a long time. I can't use my 2 leg enter inside marriage. I can't see as marriage be. I can't begin to understand where the value come from.
God bless you. You know, there's certain things we may not know till we get
Sorry, Samara. I'm so sorry. I'll let you talk. See, what he just said, I agree, right? But the core is the disappointment in the father. So you're disappointed. Eventually, you can forgive and say,
I was disappointed in my father for taking another wife. After 3 years in marriage, I understood where my father was coming from. I was no longer disappointed. My only problem was, you see, my father had, if he didn't have the many faults that he had, and it was just that he got a woman pregnant and he had another marriage, if for no paying me. But because my dad and I had been on loggerheads, I just joined everything together, and that was like the straw that broke the camel's back. But after being married for 4 years, I began to take sympathy in my dad, and I began to understand that marriage is a totally different ball game.
I understand that.
So when I have kids that I don't talk to, for instance, and there's nothing anybody wants to say, they are not going to be doing father award, and I will be there collecting award. I know.
But it freeze.
But that my child will be disappointed in me, in mama didn't know about them.
Daddy Freeze, please let me reach my point.
Somebody, I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
No father self is perfect. Even my father was not perfect. What I'm trying to say here is this, right? Even if my father was not perfect, my father did not come publicly to disgrace my mother. He also did not add insult to injury to actually turn into a skit maker with the woman he's having an affair with, or he has chosen to be his.
Now, we also need to understand that your father was a military man, my father was a doctor. They were not into skits.
Men, they get mumu to the moment the first few years of their marriage. Anywhere you push them, they go like robots. I'm being real with you. Men, they get mumu to the first few years in marriage. That's what they're going to do. Like sometimes they even be like jazz. And it's even worse when maybe a woman don't date that before they. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Anyway, big shout out to my brother Bassi. Let me bring another woman. Bassi, thank you so much. Oh, you scatter here well. Oh, I appreciate you.
I have an uncle.
Thank you so much. Okay, so let me bring just one more person.
Somebody asked me a question and it made me laugh. It's a funny question. The person said, was there internet during my father?
Was there internet? I'm telling you. Was my father a skit maker?
Look, the truth is, even if there was no internet, my father will never come on the internet to be dancing. Never. Do you know what it is to be? You have to carry yourself
We've got Elegant Bell here.
What do you when you're a father? Carry yourself
elegant lady.
well.
I greet you, sir.
Hi.
How are you doing, my darling sister?
Hi, Ebiere. Congratulations, my darling Ebiere.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate
that.
So
it is you we've been waiting for to come and settle the whole matter. Oh yeah, over to you.
That difference, I'm not a marriage counselor.
But we know your opinion will be valid, so we are waiting because this matter don't tire everybody.
In fact, even me, I'm tired of going on social media and you just see some funny things, just like what Ebiere was saying. you can have a second wife, but why are you making mockery of your first wife? I don't really know. Like Samara is saying, is the guy really okay? Because at times, but all these things, I always say I come from a town where, second wife and all of that is very rampant. And I've seen all this thing play. Like this guy and the second wife, what they are doing now. I think I have there's a particular couple like that back then. I'm not going to mention the names, social media, how it is. And, the second wife, they always want to play drama. They always want to act drama to make it look like they love the man more than the first wife. They seem to forget that these two people, they started from scratch. And as the second wife, if you had met this man the way the first wife met him years ago, would you have fallen for him? The answer is no. Everybody knows it's no. And secondly, all these things she's doing, she's just trying to, how will I put it? She's just trying to make the man feel like, oh, I'm on your side 100%. I love you more than anybody or anything in this world. You are my heart. You are my this. For how long is that going to last? This particular couple I'm telling you about, this was how the second, she was a girlfriend to the man. The man has been married with his wife for a very long time. Somebody we know very well. And then she just came from nowhere as a side chick. I started dating the man. But the woman was so quick, she left immediately. She left with nothing. Like she didn't even carry her clothes. She left that house with just herself. Today, that other marriage is nowhere to be found. The man is gone to the third woman right now. So all these things, we've seen them happen. But for this guy, when you say somebody is 40, the guy is 40 or 41. He's not a kid. If you cannot tame your wives, like before you make up your mind to say you want to marry two women, you should be able to tell yourself, okay, I am man enough to control my home. But for him to be doing all this, and for the fact that he just lost a child, I keep asking myself, is he really the father of this child? I always ask myself that, because I've seen people lose kids. Me, I've lost my parents. Both parents are gone. And I knew how hard, even till today, how hard it is for me to, just sit down and think that, oh, my mom is not there. My dad is not there. My dad died like 13, 15 years ago. My mom just 2 years. So for him to just move on so fast.
Sorry to interrupt you. I see breakage. They say marriage don't break. I see church everywhere. The notification they drop. I beg. Well, this one start me one.
More end this life. Start another life. Oh.
Which one?
I love gossip.
That one will go come back for night. Come do one.
This love and say church and co marriage don't end.
Samaria will go come back for night. Come do that one.
Yeah.
Make her no die.
Yes. So that's the thing. Listen, I always tell people, because of what I do, people want to ask me things about marriage. And I tell them I'm not a marriage counselor. But what I know is this. When you're getting married to someone, what is the reason? What did you see that you really, that really made you say, I want to be with this guy? And at the end of the day, how far can you sustain that thing? Because most people just do it to say, okay, let me just take this guy. All those things they are doing is never going to last. It's not going to last. And when I saw the father, because all this while I've been like, Edochie is a reputable man. We've known him right from when we were like growing up. And everybody's been waiting for him to speak, to say something. And he eventually did. And for that, I think I would say I was really, really impressed because he said a lot about the lady. And even the guy in question, before this whole drama came up, he has been saying it on social media that the wife is a great woman. Everybody see the video, talks about the woman all the time. So what is the problem? If let's say, okay, you made a mistake and then you made a second mistake by getting married to the lady, why can't you tame that woman? Is there something really going on that is making this woman act like this and you are keeping quiet? Because where I also come from, I came from a town where there's so much drama. There's a couple like this that the woman is always misbehaving. She sleeps around. and the husband knows about it. And the man can't even say anything. Like the guys will call the man to say, your wife is disturbing me. She wants to sleep with me. But the man can't do anything. But we later found out that there's something the man did that the woman is covering. So the man can't really say anything. So is that what is happening in their case? That there's something this woman knows about this guy that is making this guy keep quiet like this? Or is it that he hates the woman? So I don't know. This woman is your first love. This woman was there for you when you were a nobody. You had nothing. Like the father said, the success of the marriage is credited to the woman. So what is that? And what is going on?
They're trying to water it down by saying that, and this is all implying. They're implying. So they're not saying it directly, but they're implying that he married her because she got pregnant, and so perhaps there was never love. But then they went on to have 2, 3, 4 more children and stayed for 20 years without love, apparently.
That one is very possible,
Is she the first person to get married? Is she the first side chick to get married? You know how many people went on side chick?
No. This is about me now. This is about the first wife.
Oh, okay, now you don't love the first wife. Then eventually you found somebody you love. Why not let her go? You just do the needful, divorce her, and then now marry the person you love. People do it. Oh, sorry, I've fallen out of love. Even if, let's say you love the person from the beginning and eventually you fell out of love, you divorce the woman and let that person go in peace. Then you can now start your life with the person that you love. Everybody will applaud you for that.
It doesn't work like that in Nigeria. To collect divorce, no be being so. This is not abroad.
If you ask me, apart from the fact that he did something wrong and is making it look like he's proud of what he did, I don't care if he wants to come out on the social media and dance all he likes. That's up to him. We don't have to teach people how to express their happiness. If that's what makes him happy, that's up to him, right? But consistently trying to prove a point when it's not needed is the headache, the stress there.
Yeah, as if even a 20-year-old will not do this thing the guy is doing. So I think he needs to go for some mental checkup because he might probably be depressed. When people are depressed, they do stuff. So he needs to the family needs to check the guy. He might probably be traumatized due to the marriage issue and then losing. So the guy might be sick. He might be having a problem. That's why the Western world is good. You will detect things easily because you have all the doctors and everything. But you don't really have that in Nigeria. The guy is not okay. Every time I see him on social media, I just shake my head and I'm like, this guy is not okay. The family is keeping quiet for too long. They need to bundle him. You know how they bundle people in those days. In Sapler, they bundle people a lot. You are too stubborn. They will bundle you and then take you somewhere. So he needs to be bundled up and then go seek for help because it's not okay. You can keep your wife. And if the first wife says, okay, I'm leaving, I'm not going to take all this drama, let her go. And he should slow down on the skits. I know he wants to make money, that's where, but he can look for other content and we will support him. But this content that he is doing right now is irritating.
Was he not making money before this drama started?
I know he knows for real. Maybe, you see, what happened is he probably lost a lot of his deals. So he's now looking for how to survive.
Yes, I think that's true. Yeah, he lost a lot of his deals. And remember, people were saying, even before the father came up to say that the success of the marriage is credited to the wife. If you check comment sections, a lot of people were saying it. Somebody said it's very close to them that all these things they are flaunting actually belongs to the wife. But we women, out of love, when we do things, we'll give the credit to our husband. We want their names to be there. Everybody got to be wise these days because now marriage, the definition of marriage in this in this era and time, it's not the way it used to be before. So if you have your money and you're buying your things, my dear, put your name there. Your name
Women
there.
tell you they hear.
Put your name there. Put your name there. A lady was talking about how she helped her husband. This one is even recent. They live abroad here. She helped the man. She used her credit score to loan the man $40,000. Thinking the man was going to do something in Nigeria, only for her to hear that the man is getting married in Nigeria. So things are happening. people are beginning to twist this thing called marriage. They are no more committed. People come into marriage one leg in and the other one is just by the door waiting to, to jackpot anytime. So I don't really know how we're going to define this, but this guy in question, he needs to stop. He needs to stop. If he's watching all the...
He needs to stop, he needs to continue if that's what makes him happy. Are you being entertained?
So
we need to be entertained. The ex-wife, she hasn't come out anyway to say, oh, whatever it is you're doing on social media.
Let me ask you a question, Lady Nantoma. If you found out that your husband had a side chick or your husband had a child out of wedlock, what would you do?
Okay, let me use myself now. With the relationship that I have with my husband, I would sit him down. If he's remorseful, I will forgive him. But if he is not, I will forgive him, then we will have to seek for help. Because let me tell you the truth, everybody has shortcomings. And everybody has weakness. So I would just see that if he's remorseful, I was okay, that's his weakness. So now let's go seek for help. But if he doesn't want to seek for help, then that is a sign that he doesn't love me. So it is now left for me to use my number 6 to say, okay, this guy doesn't want me. So what I will advise anybody to do, I have a lady I'm helping right now. I told her, I said, don't leave. Because right now, you now know that this man doesn't love you. But what you will do is I will help you groom yourself. Because if you leave that home, can you afford a home? Can you afford a roof over your head? Can you afford a car? Can you afford all these things? She doesn't have all that. I said, okay, stay there and be enjoying those things and be grooming yourself for the next person that you want to meet. One, if you live there sad now, you're gonna end up being a sadist. And every guy that comes to you would not want to stay because you're going to chase them away with your attitude. I said, so start leveling up yourself and start building up yourself. And then along the line, the man might change. But if it doesn't, when you know you're strong enough to face the outside world, you can quit. You can take a bow. So for me, that is what I will do. That is what I will do. But if the man is not remorseful, he doesn't want to seek for help, and he's still going about doing his shenanigans.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think Yul is remorseful?
You don't have to force yourself on anybody.
From your understanding, do you think Yul is remorseful?
He is not. No, he is not.
So there is nothing to save in that marriage, in your opinion?
Because why? Because you know what? When you were talking about being fight, I'm losing a child. No, there's nothing that will keep me in that home again. You remember one time I came on your live, I told you this thing. I said, polygamy, where you have discord, where you have all this kind of grievances and anger, people lose their child because I always give example of my grandparents. There's no peace and all of that. If they continue, I'm not prophesying anything. From my own family experience, this one will lose their child. This one will lose their child because there is no peace in the home. The house is like there's no fence anymore. Anything that hits that family will just go in. So it's advisable. There's really nothing to amend in that home again. The lady has lost her child. If you are remorseful, you just lost your child. How are you showing this woman that you are remorseful of what you did? There's no sign.
Can I add to what you just said about losing a child? So I want to believe that you don't mean it's a spiritual thing. I think you don't mean it's necessarily spiritual, right?
No, not spiritual, physical.
My
Okay,
grandparents,
yeah.
my grandma, she lost her child. The other one will lose.
Yeah,
she will lose. And I don't know what's causing it.
To buttress your point there, right? People might think, oh, it's spiritual, but it's not necessarily spiritual. It's just when your home is shaken and nobody's paying attention, your child might be going through something. Your child could be sick and you won't even notice. So that's what I think you're trying to say, that Lady Nantoma is trying to say, where things will hit your family, and because you people are not on guard, literally you don't have your fences around your home, anything that hits your family will hit your family hard. And so that's why cheating and all these things can really break a home to the point where children start to, you can start having kids falling sick. In this example, and again, I'm not implying that it is tied to it, but you never know. The child passed away and he was a healthy child.
It could be spiritual and physical.
Yeah.
It could be spiritual, because when I look at my uncles that died and my aunts, it started with sickness, but all these sicknesses were sicknesses that could be cured. But you just go to the hospital.
Sicknesses like what? Sicknesses like what?
Yeah, like my uncle, my mom. It started with my mom's younger brother. Then the wife just gave birth, and he said he's having fever. He's not feeling well. My mom said, "Okay, you come down to where we're living, Saplet, and leave your wife, leave Port Harcourt, so she can take care of the baby." He came, and it was just like normal fever. We took him to the hospital. It was just like normal fever. They gave him treatment, but those sicknesses, they were really nothing was diagnosed. You understand? Nothing was really diagnosed, nothing serious. So that's what I'm saying. If it was a home that has peace, that kind of sickness can easily be cured, because right now the environment is really, really, because nobody knows what the other person is doing and what this person is doing, because we can't really tell. We don't see what they do behind closed doors, and we don't also see what this other person is doing behind closed doors. But for us, we just felt, okay, this is just mere sickness. And before we knew it, he was gone. And my mom was like, what is going on? The other one as well, the daughter was sick. And so eventually this one lost. Like, I just told myself, I said, never. And I remember when I was doing IT in Warri then, I happened to live with a very lovely couple. They had a boy then. Very nice lady. After work and everything, she will sit out. And this lady told me something. She said, Onyeka, let me advise you. He said, don't ever be a second wife to any man. He said, because let me tell you, you will spend the rest of your life in that marriage trying to do the things that the first wife couldn't do. You will spend the rest of your life in that marriage trying to please the man, trying to make yourself be like the best wife. And that's what I'm seeing in this second woman now. So when I see all these things, I'm like, hey, Mommy Chita really advised me on all these things. She said that marrying a man who has lost the wife or who is divorced is another challenge. You have to learn to know the things they like. So that one is a little bit okay. But becoming a second wife is not easy. You will, marriage, like we're married, that it feels you're married, and there are places where you lack, and then there are places where your wife also lacks certain things. We complement ourselves. We help this one in this aspect, and then the other person also helps you. But when you're a second wife, my dear, nothing like not complimenting there. You are going to be doing all the work yourself. You see this one hailing and hailing. I have asked myself, I said, was this how she was hailing the first husband? I hope she was hailing the man like that. If not, this one will just be drama to show that I am the good wife. And it doesn't last. This couple, I'm telling you, I was surprised when I heard that the marriage is gone. This other lady, if she wants to greet the man in public, she will kneel down. Everybody will be saying, this one is good. The other first wife doesn't do all of this. I said, okay. Today, that marriage is gone. So it's called sustainability. That thing you're doing, how long can you sustain it
for?
All
anyway,
ladies,
lovely hanging out with you. I'm coming back at 11 o'clock. Make I go rest more. Samaria, you have to be there. We are coming back. Don't DK have been vindicated.
I will fly to UK.
You are flying to UK.
I'm actually in the US, so we're not too far from each other. Yes.
Look at this lady. Where are you?
I'm in Mississippi.
I'm fine.
So we're on the same time zone as well.
Yeah, so. I'll follow you now. I'm going to follow you. So that you say right and come on. Oh, wow. I thought you were in the UK all this while. Oh, my goodness.
No.
I thought Canada.
Wow. Yeah.
Somebody said you want Samaria because she talks bad like you. Opinion space to collect blocking. Samaria likes gist. I like gist. What's bad there?
Yeah, gist is good. Like Samaria now, if you know you have bad mouth, your husband will now be the calm one. That's it. So that you will be like his mouthpiece. When somebody wants to try your husband, they will just tell the person, if I call my wife for you. Mm-hmm. You understand? So that's how marriage should be.
Mm-hmm.
Please, Daddy, please greetings to my lovely sister. I'm seeing all our work.
All right, guys. Take care. Dr. Onyeka, take care.
Thank you.
Ibiere, take care. And of course, Sama baby. We'll see you later.
Bye. All right. Thank you. Bye.